Titles by Fredericks of Hollywood.
Iowa State College, the high school after high school.
Psst, Carol, got any shovies?
I was boring until I got my Tony perm.
If I could join the FFA, my life would be complete. I'd till the soil, I'd bale some hay and make some
Wow,
salad
quite a
sweet.
hairdo on that gal in the middle.
Kay probably can't remember the day or the date. All she remembers is that she was sitting in the study hall.
With a loaded gun.
Alice was really going to town on her physics assignment.
Go, Alice, go!
And Freck, well, he was busy with his regular routine. It was just the usual sort of day.
I think I'll get a tattoo.
Or was it?
She was eating cubes of mescaline
There's the bell
jello.
for an assembly.
Like Pavlov's dogs, they salivate at the sound of a bell.
This one was for the girls only. Nothing too unusual about that.
The Chippendales were in town.
Kay found a seat, her favorite, right next the aisle.
In case she barfs, she's got a tender tummy.
Oh, that one.
Your period and mine. A lecture.
Hello, am I on? Is this thing on? You want to look at that, Helen?
Today, I'd like to tell you about several girls I know very well.
And why I'm being fired.
Not
I
too
took
long
several heavy
ago,
blows to the
these
cheeks
girls
with a
were
lead pipe.
wondering, just as you are, what they would do after completing high school. Let's start with Evelyn, who went on to college where she took a course in home economics.
Now she's a tea room
Her voice
manager, and
changed.
thousands of people who eat out are her daily customers. You might see her talking to the hostess and never guess she's really the boss.
Shut up, Grandma. You're lucky to have a job.
Behind the scene, she's the one who makes the final check and adds that extra touch.
Of salmonella.
Ugh,
Kay thought she would like that sort of work.
Kay was wrong.
She could see herself at the center of a world made up of large ovens and
And large
mixers
white-haired
manned by
ladies.
professional cooks. Gee, what would Mom think of a grocery list like this?
She'd laugh.
For anyone with training in institution management, though, it's just like planning the family
Yes, that's
dinner.
right. I said a full case of vodka.
Then one day, Kay fiddled with accounts payable, took a long drive into the country, and got cabinet at the
And
Bates
this is
Motel.
Joanne. In high school, she always helped decorate for the parties. She liked it. She still decorates.
For
Gets
Bozo.
good pay now for doing it. An applied art major in home economics helped her develop this ability. Kay couldn't resist daydreaming herself into this kind of job. Folks would look to her to help them make a wise choice. She would be asked to go out on appointments, to help people plan lovelier homes.
Ah, the swatches for the ponchos I ordered.
The speaker told of other girls she knew.
I'm
real
huge.
girls in real jobs. Good jobs, interesting jobs, well paid too. And everyone had taken her training in home economics.
Including Chad.
Some had specialized in foods and nutrition, others in education, in
Yeah.
textiles and clothing, household
Hey,
equipment,
slow down.
child
The
development,
Krakauer film.
applied
Oh,
art,
loud.
institution
What?
management,
Save us.
journalism. Home economics is all of this and more too.
Damn.
For instance, Carol, who is now Mrs. Bill Johnson, took a general home economics course.
I don't want my
Not
wife
one
working.
which would
Give me a
lead to
beer.
professional employment, but one which fitted her for that very important career of being Mrs. Johnson.
Boo.
Kay's home would be like this.
A dungeon. What the
There
hell
were
is
many
that?
times she was glad that her college training had prepared her so well for home life.
How much did that cost? Well, bring it back.
You must let me dress you.
Can I have a field
Many
too?
times she didn't even realize that she was using some of the knowledge she had gained, and that her knowledge meant so much to her family. as
That's her
well as
husband,
to
Jerry,
herself.
with his new car.
Escape. Escape.
It wasn't hard for Alice to return to reality.
She just went cold
But as
turkey.
for Kay,
Kay.
well,
psst.
making a dream come true often depends on a very little thing.
Window pane.
Let's see.
Day after day, she
Our
had passed
bodies
by that little book.
ourselves. The bell jar.
Now
Oh, here
it
it is.
suddenly held the key
Ghetto
to
freaks.
a
There it
wonderful
is.
future. Of course, there were things she would have to do.
Dylan
Apply
Thomas,
for
bro.
admission, study the courses, and,
Drinking.
oh yes, what would Mom and Dad say?
Who knows? They only speak
There was
German.
only one way to find out. Ask them. This was important. She realized that now, even before they said anything. You could
She's
tell
loaded.
that Mom and Dad knew that it was important, too. College for Kay would mean sacrifices for Mom
Human
and Dad.
sacrifices.
Would it be worth the sacrifice?
She consulted Robert McNamara.
And Anne Rand.
Do it, sis.
Dear Dean Johnson, I couldn't really
So
begin
this
to...
was the important day in Kay's life, and it was late at night when she finally recopied the letter for
I
the
quiver
last
at the
time.
touch of your...
She got a real thrill out of dropping that letter in the box.
Now be cool, be cool. Come on, be cool. Just, oh, it's good. Now let's get out of here.
It's here already. Oh, shoot, I mailed it to myself.
Waiting for a reply was harder. Everybody
It's from Ed
watched the
McMahon.
mail,
It says I already may be a
and
winner.
then it came.
She
You'd
had
have
months
thought
to
Kay was
go,
leaving
but she
for
just couldn't
college
wait to
the
get out
next
of that
day.
stifling home life.
Dear, why are you packing your father's things?
So this is college.
So this is Pine
Later
City
it will have a
Votac.
homey look. Now it was a bit bewildering. Wonder where the tennis courts are. Where would her room be? Who would be her friends?
Who would be her blood enemies?
Wonder if she'd ever know her way around.
What secret
here.
societies would she join?
Wonder what her room
Would she
would be
smoke
like.
thin black cigarettes and reject the triune God?
Well, here's the dorm mother, affectionately known as Horseface.
You lost the draw. You'll be rooming with the Ice Queen.
At first it looks bare and not very friendly.
Who, her roommate?
Smells like high-grade weed in here. We'll make a loft out of some railroad ties under the bed, a special export light in the window, and
But with new curtains and bedspread, it doesn't take long to give it a homey feeling and a bit of college atmosphere.
I've got a feeling Mom majored in home economics at Iowa State.
Before you know it, it's time for the folks to leave. In all her dreams about college, Kay had never included the moment when Dad and Mom said goodbye, when she would be on her own.
yeah, see you in 4 years. Don't call. A friend always. Love, Dad.
Thank God there was no physical contact.
Mom, Dad, no. Well, just leave then. Forget you. I never loved you.
Poor kid.
Now she'll race down to the Jean-Luc Godard Festival at the campus theater.
I'm so alone, I don't know what to do. I look at you and I go out of focus. Why does she have a picture of John Carradine in her nightstand? Oh, that's Mom.
Oh, will you ever accept my Marxist ways?
Jean arrived just when she did.
Well, hi.
They
How
chatted
you
like
doing?
old friends.
We're gonna have a great time.
What
We're
about
gonna
it?
be pals.
The usual things. And while they were talking,
Two of the ripest tomatoes in town strolled in.
Hi, you get a bong?
4 girls, Kay and Jean, Helen and Louise.
The group.
For the next 4 years, they will see a lot of each other.
Come on, they just met.
Most of their experiences will be shared with each other.
Kegs will be tapped, men will be used.
They're strangely drawn to this
That
mystic
first
fountain.
stroll with its first impressions.
Thank goodness for Head and Shoulders.
They stopped at the same places.
3 coins and a fountain.
They looked at the same scenes. They did the same things that many had done before.
There
Here
was a
is
sameness.
college with its new friendships, its old traditions. By the end of freshman week, they'd begun to feel that this college was their very own.
And they started by taking over the administration building. Off the pigs, off the pigs. How do you solve a problem like a college girl?
Early October, headed for an 8 o'clock class in Homack Hall.
Tragedy struck.
Just
A lone
apart the
gunman.
crowd. The 8
Here's a
o'clock
young
was
Judy
class in
Chicago.
applied art. It helped to build up a knowledge of the beauty
Don't
of
sit
design
down.
and color. Surprising how everyone could make such interesting, original designs.
While Kay struggles with basic motor skills.
And this study of design and color wasn't all theory. Jane and Helen learned to apply it in their class on costume design and selection.
Is that a real poncho or a Sears poncho?
Watch those
All
huskies.
the classes seemed to fit together.
I love this one.
Even the
Watch this.
physics class was what a girl would like.
Watson, come in here. I need
It was
you.
about physics in the home. This course helped you to understand just what makes things run. Then in household equipment, you could study the practical side, the use of an appliance.
Being treated like an appliance.
In turn, there were courses in foods and nutrition where you also learned the why.
This is phlegm. Hey, it's the Woodstock of the 50s. Vic Davone's on next.
Play whip and post.
Woo! Delta
Saturday afternoon, football time.
I'm a Q-tip. What are you?
You were there with all the spirit
What are
you
they
had for
spelling?
your high school team
Look,
and maybe a
look,
little
look
more.
at my crotch. Look at my crotch. Look at my crotch. Look at my crotch. Look at my crotch.
You wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Look at my crotch.
And afterwards, you met the gang.
And you really got slammed and apologized all day Monday.
Hey, there's Neil Cassidy. I didn't know he went to college.
Only for chicks.
Hiya, Tank.
Hats off to Ray, the
Later,
whimsical
one
lampshade.
evening, after such an occasion, the girls got together for their usual gab session. For a time, they talked of the events of the day. But then Kay came up with that all-important question.
How do Pop-Tarts work?
What are you going to major in, Helen?
Oh, you know me. Best cook to come out of Foods 204. I'm going to take Foods and Nutrition. Really, I am.
Yeah, and I'm
I
gonna marry
want to be a
lighthouse keeper.
dietitian.
Yeah, right, you're going to be a short order cook for truckers in 2 years.
Wish I could make up my mind that easy. What are you going to take, Jean?
I'm going to take Bob for everything he's
Pencils and
got.
I like to work with fabrics, beautiful clothes.
Hey, look,
and there
it's
are
Lou
good jobs
Costello
with
in
buyers
drag.
department stores.
I'd like to go along with you. But I don't know yet whether I want to work for a household appliance company or whether go on with my artwork.
Oh, these are the kind of problems you'll want to have.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to teach.
Because I can't do.
Kay went to chat with her advisor. She learned about
You
a
want a
world
what?
of opportunities, things she'd never thought of before. Teaching.
Listen to the
Yes, it
flowers.
was
They
a
will
big
tell you
profession.
sweet secrets.
High school teaching, nursery school work for those who like very small children,
And for medium-sized kids, go
and
to a middle
extension
school.
teaching with farm families. Would teaching be her career? Or would it be the business world with its glamorous commercial jobs?
And low-paying temp jobs.
Would it be public service field, perhaps a hospital dietitian? Or research with its look to the future?
Academia now.
Yes, there would be all sorts of interesting careers, and best
Hey,
of
look,
all,
it's Prince.
when you made a home of your own.
That's his real badness when he
all
was
that
still
you
a
would
chubby
learn
little
would be
white
useful.
kid. See him up there? In purple?
Oh, that's a reach.
Sorry.
College
That's a
is a
reach.
timeless period. 1 year passes into another very quickly.
Soon you die.
It's good to be
Ain't that
back.
the way?
At the beginning of your
nice,
junior
though.
year, things seem pretty much the same. But this is the year
The
that
National
you really
Guardsmen were on
specialize
campus.
in your chosen field. Helen, learning to be a hospital dietitian, must be able to plan and serve inviting meals.
Plenty of butter. Pile it on.
Plan
Good
them well
hospital
enough to
food.
fit a doctor's orders, and serve them attractively
Oh,
to
please
pep up
don't eat the
lagging appetite.
daisies.
Square eggs.
She'll also have the problem of feeding large numbers of people.
And her fat
That
brother-in-law.
calls for quantity cookery, so you'll find her in classes in institution management.
For quality cookery, use the Makery Bakery.
Louise, who has her eye on a commercial career in household equipment, is rapidly becoming a technician in her own field.
Wiring bombs.
The technical comparisons which she is making now
Are
will
completely
enable her
off
to give
base.
first-hand advice on the selection of home appliances. Her knowledge of efficient operation will be passed along.
She could never be an engineer. Don't make me laugh. Ha.
Now cough.
Jean was just as busy in textiles and clothing.
Oh, very attractive awning.
The world of fabrics and of fashions will be hers.
Here she designs pants for Chuckles the clown.
Perhaps she will be designing the clothing you see pictured in fashion magazines.
Oh, I don't know.
Perhaps she'll be the person who has thought up the patterns you will buy at the store.
It's possible.
Perhaps she will show you how you can create beautiful clothes for yourself, or help you choose them at the store.
Oh, hi, Opal.
Jane may even find another use for her talents. By combining her knowledge of art and textiles,
She makes tar
she may
heroin.
follow a career in textile designing.
Let's face it, Jean would do anything for a buck.
The days are filled with other interesting classes, too. You would expect to find Kay with her interest in teaching
I'm getting
in a child
lightheaded.
development
Keep
class.
going.
But Jean is there, too. To study children's clothing requirements? Well, yes. But more than that.
Ouch.
Home economics means much more than a career.
We have to be subjugated to men?
It's a study of everything that makes up a home, including those who live there. The girls learn a lot from the children.
Are
of
the
nursery
kids learning
school.
anything?
Doubtful.
How habits and attitudes learned at this age are so important in later life.
tight.
They learn how much depends on
It's
getting
calamari.
along with others. For after all, we live in a world where people are more important than things.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, college is a rich
says Piggy
variety
on the
of
wall.
experiences.
Over there.
You tell Mom and Dad about the little events.
One little boy is just darling. I really like that class.
And keep the important stuff to yourself.
And the big ones, too.
Oh.
Tonight is the big prom. I'm wearing my
Everyone
new
will
prom.
die. I will dump pig's blood on Carrie.
You know, she's gonna look like an unmade bed in that dress.
Each good time that you had, mingled with the memories of other good times.
And makes a delicious gravy.
You'll never forget them. They were the glittering threads woven through the varied pattern of college life.
Ooh, metaphor.
Here, a little sample of each of her victims. There's Bob, and Carl, and Steve.
Being a senior wasn't much different from being a junior. Student teaching was in line for Kay.
But Kay was out of line with student teaching.
And Jean was busier than ever in her advanced courses in textiles and clothing.
She hasn't left this room in years.
Helen was deep in studies on food buymanship. Getting her
Grocery
money's
shopping.
worth, that is. One of the many things she'll be doing next year in her
Let's see,
job
30
as a
grams
dietitian.
to an ounce. And hey, is this raw or refined?
And
Sugar.
Louise, wouldn't you know she'd be in a household equipment laboratory?
No, don't give up.
Home Economics, starring Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.
What is home economics?
Why, you think they would have told us by now?
Is it the technical knowledge of the equipment in a home?
I don't think so.
Or the understanding of how to create beautiful clothes and
No,
more attractive
no,
homes?
that's not it.
Is it the skill to prepare an attractive, nourishing meal?
Maybe.
Or the ability to teach others these many things?
Is it for all time, this feeling
Yes,
of joy?
home economics is all these and more, too. To put it another way, each girl has
Hey,
been
it's Abbey
preparing for
Road.
2 careers.
Boy, you're going to carry that
One,
weight.
her chosen specialty. The other is a career in homemaking.
Here we
We come walking down the street.
And so, as a special part of their training, the senior girls actually
There are only
share the
6
management of a
seniors?
home. First of all, the girls met their advisor and decided how they were going to take turns at managing all the household tasks.
Here, Carol Bly explains her principles.
This was no make-believe situation. With 8 hungry persons to feed, Jean would have to draw on the knowledge she gained in basic courses in foods and in equipment.
She had to steal from every grocery store in town. Who's part of her hazing?
As for planning an attractive meal and a pretty
forget
table,
it.
that should be easy for a girl with special talent in color and design.
But no, not for this woman.
Kay, too, would draw on her knowledge of household equipment and
Kay,
of
too, the
textiles
mountain?
to take care of her turn in the
Oh
laundry.
no, you put the laundry in the composting toilet.
Louise, for a few days, would have the most envied task in the house. Sooner or later, everything and anything you had learned in your home economics courses would prove useful.
Oh, that's a good one. And then she said, you're soaking in it.
Let me call you sweetheart.
Life in the home management house is very homey. Somehow you wish it would never end. And some of the happenings you will never forget.
Open the box.
The 5-pound party that Beth had to announce her
5-pound
engagement.
party? She had a big breakfast, didn't
guess
she? My
so.
goodness.
It's a wonderful world when you're married, when you have a family.
The days roll by, and even before school is out, you have a new topic of conversation. Getting your first job through the placement office.
Meeting with Helen Gurley Brown.
Well, yes, Kay. The teacher placement office tells me they're getting requests every day. Gene, I think this job in a
she's a quick
department
change
store will be
artist.
very interesting to you.
Huzzah!
The letter has just come in telling us that you've been accepted for your hospital internship.
You'll be emptying bedpans soon.
Yes,
Bingo.
Louise will be happy to accept the position.
Hey, keep up.
Graduation.
Hot and saucy, Texas style.
Mom and Dad were there, of course. They didn't say much, but you knew they were pleased.
That's
as
just
punch.
Kiefer.
They
Dad
left
made
early.
some remark about he sure had earned his diploma.
Some kind of
Dad
crap.
just
All
doesn't
laughed.
get it.
Jean and Louise were leaving at once for their jobs in the city. So you all drove down to the train to see them off.
And to reenact the last scene from Anna Karenina.
As you stood there on the platform, wishing each other the very best of good fortune,
You know you didn't mean
somehow the talk got around to that
it.
very
Speaking of
first
wishing
meeting.
farewell, let's roll.
And then you
Yeah,
sensed that this was the end of one chapter in your life.
Chapters the
A
editors
chapter
wrote
so
and spiced
fine
up a
you
bit.
hated to see the end.
I'm coming.
Gotta
Ready
do
for
a
waffles?
You wouldn't have missed.